Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract success wherever they go, while others work harder than anyone else, but never achieve the life they dream of? Is it because they're luckier? Do they simply have more talent? Or is there something they understand that most people never discover? Many people believe the answer lies in something called the law of attraction. Some call it a secret. Others call it psychology. Whatever name you give it, one thing is certain. The way you think has a powerful influence on the way you act, the opportunities you notice, and ultimately, the life you build. Think about it. Two people can face the exact same situation. One sees problems. The other sees possibilities. One gives up after the first failure. The other keeps going because they believe success is still possible. Their circumstances may be the same, but their mindset is completely different. And that mindset changes everything. Your brain works like a filter. Every single day, millions of pieces of information surround you. But your mind only pays attention to what it believes is important. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," your brain starts looking for proof that it's true. If you believe nothing ever works out for you, you'll notice every failure and ignore every opportunity. But when you train your mind to focus on growth, confidence, and possibility, something incredible begins to happen. You start noticing opportunities that were always there. You become more confident when speaking to people. You take actions you were once too afraid to take, and those actions slowly change your life. That's why so many successful people seem to attract success. It isn't always because the universe magically gives them everything they want. Often, it's because their mindset changes the decisions they make every single day. They expect success, so they prepare for it. They believe opportunities exist, so they look for them. And because they keep taking action, they eventually find them. This doesn't mean you'll become rich overnight. It doesn't mean simply thinking about a dream will make it appear. Real change happens when your thoughts influence your habits influence your actions, and your actions influence your future. That is where the real power begins. In this video, I'll show you how to use the principles behind the law of attraction in a practical way, not with magic, not with empty promises, but with techniques that can change the way you think, the way you act, and the results you create. So stay with me until the end, because one small shift in your mindset today could completely change the direction of your future. Now you might be asking yourself, if the law of attraction is real, why doesn't it work for everyone? The answer is simple, because most people only think about what they want. They never become the kind of person who can achieve it. There's a huge difference between wishing for success and preparing for success. Imagine someone who says, "I want to become wealthy," but every day they doubt themselves. They avoid learning new skills. They're afraid of taking risks, and they quit the moment life becomes difficult. Do you think their life will suddenly change? Of course not. Your mind always influences your actions, and your actions create your results. This is why your identity is far more important than your goals. Don't ask yourself, "What do I want?" Ask yourself, "Who do I need to become?" Successful people think differently before they live differently. They believe opportunities exist, so they notice opportunities that others completely ignore. They believe failure is a lesson, so instead of giving up, they become better. Here's a simple example. Imagine buying a new car. Suddenly, you start seeing that same car everywhere. Did thousands of new cars appear overnight? No, they were always there. Your brain simply started paying attention to them. Your goals work the same way. When you constantly focus on growth and success, your brain begins searching for opportunities connected to those thoughts. The difference isn't luck. The difference is focus. Your environment also matters. If you're surrounded by people who constantly complain and expect failure, you'll slowly begin thinking the same way. But if you're around people who encourage growth and discipline, your mindset starts changing too. Another important thing is gratitude. People who appreciate what they already have usually become happier and more motivated. Instead of focusing on everything that's missing, they focus on what they can build from today. That positive mindset gives them more energy to keep moving forward. They stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for their future. Visualization alone is never enough. You can't sit in your room, imagine millions of dollars, and expect your life to magically change. Visualization only works when it inspires action. See the future you want. Believe it's possible. Then wake up every day and do something that moves you closer to it. Even if it's only one small step. Small actions repeated every day create extraordinary results over time. So if you truly want to use the law of attraction, don't just change your thoughts. Change your habits. Because when your thoughts and your actions begin working together, that's when your life truly starts to change. Now let's talk about how you can actually use the law of attraction in your daily life. The first step is becoming clear about what you truly want. Most people say things like, I just want to be happy, or I want more money. But those goals are too vague. Your mind works much better when you give it a clear direction. Instead of saying, I want success, ask yourself what success actually looks like. What kind of life do you want? What kind of person do you want to become? The clearer your vision becomes, the easier it is for your brain to recognize opportunities that move you toward it. The second step is changing the way you talk to yourself. Pay attention to your inner voice. If every day you repeat, I'm unlucky, I'm not smart enough, or I'll never succeed, your brain slowly begins accepting those thoughts as reality. Eventually, your actions start matching those beliefs. Instead, replace those thoughts with better questions. Ask yourself, what can I do today to become better? What's one opportunity I can take today? Those simple questions force your brain to search for solutions instead of excuses. Another powerful habit is visualization. Spend a few minutes every day imagining yourself achieving your goal. Picture the details. Imagine how you'll feel. Imagine the people around you. Imagine the confidence you'll have. This isn't about pretending you've already succeeded. It's about training your brain to become familiar with the future you're working toward. The more familiar that future feels, the less fear you'll have when opportunities appear. Another habit shared by many successful people is consistency. They don't wait until they feel motivated. They take action even on days when they don't feel like it. This is what separates dreams from reality. Anyone can feel excited for one day. Very few people stay committed for months or even years. Success belongs to those people. But never forget one important rule. Visualization should always be followed by action. Every single day, ask yourself one question. What is one thing I can do today that brings me closer to my goal? It doesn't have to be something big. Read one page, learn one new skill, send one message, take one small step. Small actions may not seem powerful today, but over time, they create extraordinary results. Remember, the law of attraction isn't only about attracting opportunities. It's also about becoming the kind of person who is ready when those opportunities finally arrive. When preparation meets opportunity, people call it luck. But in reality, it's the result of months or years of consistent effort. And when your thoughts, your habits, and your actions all move in the same direction, success stops feeling impossible. It starts becoming inevitable. But there's one mistake almost everyone makes when trying to use the law of attraction. They focus on what they want, but they secretly believe they'll never have it. On the outside, they say positive words, but inside, they're filled with fear, doubt, and uncertainty. Your actions always follow your strongest beliefs. If deep down you believe you're not good enough, you'll hesitate every time an opportunity appears. You'll overthink. You'll wait for the perfect moment, and eventually, someone else will take the chance you were afraid to take. This is why changing your beliefs is so important. Your life today is largely a reflection of the beliefs you've repeated for years. The good news is that beliefs aren't permanent. They're learned. And anything that can be learned can also be changed. Start paying attention to the stories you tell yourself. Do you constantly say, people like me never become successful? I always fail. I'm just unlucky. If so, ask yourself one question. Is this actually true? Or is it just something I've repeated so many times that I started believing it? Most of the limits in your life were created by your own mind, not by reality. Think about how many opportunities you've ignored simply because you assumed you would fail. Imagine how different your life could look if you stopped making decisions based on fear. Another thing many people don't realize is that your daily habits are a reflection of your beliefs. Someone who truly believes they can succeed wakes up with purpose. They continue learning. They continue improving. They don't wait until life becomes easy. They become stronger while life is difficult. That's why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Even on the days when you don't feel inspired, discipline keeps you moving toward your goal. Another common mistake is expecting immediate results. People try something for a few days. Nothing changes. Then they give up. But real change doesn't happen overnight. Just like building a strong body takes months of training, building a strong mind also takes time. Every positive thought, every healthy habit, every small action is another brick in the foundation of your future. Success is rarely one big moment. It's usually the result of hundreds of small decisions made consistently over time. You may not notice the progress today, but if you stay consistent, one day you'll look back and realize you've become a completely different person. That's the true power behind the law of attraction. It's not about wishing for a better life. It's about becoming the kind of person who creates a better life. And once you change yourself, the opportunities around you begin to change as well. At this point, you understand something that many people never realize. The law of attraction isn't about waiting for life to change. It's about changing yourself first. When you become a different person, your decisions change. When your decisions change, your habits change. And when your habits change, your future changes with them. This is why successful people don't spend all day wishing for a better life. They spend their time becoming better every single day. Here's a simple habit you can start using immediately. Every morning, before you check your phone or scroll through social media, spend just 5 minutes focusing on your future. Close your eyes. Picture the person you want to become. Imagine how that person thinks, how they speak, how they solve problems, how they react when life becomes difficult. Then ask yourself one important question. What would that version of me do today? That single question can completely change your decisions. Because instead of acting like the person you are today, you'll begin acting like the person you're becoming. Another powerful habit is protecting your mind. Your brain is constantly influenced by the things you watch, the music you listen to, the people you spend time with, and even the conversations you have every day. If you constantly feed your mind with negativity, fear, and excuses, don't be surprised when your life begins to reflect those same things. Instead, fill your mind with ideas that inspire you to grow. Read books, learn new skills, listen to people who challenge you to become better. Little by little, your mindset will begin to change. And once your mindset changes, your actions will naturally follow. There's another habit that highly successful people practice. They don't allow temporary failures to become permanent beliefs. When something doesn't work, they don't say, "I'm a failure." They simply say, "I found another way that didn't work." That small difference in thinking changes everything. Every setback becomes a lesson instead of a reason to quit. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to grow stronger. This is how resilient people are created. They understand that success isn't about never failing. It's about refusing to stop after failure. Remember this. The law of attraction doesn't replace hard work. It gives your hard work a clear direction. Thinking without action leads nowhere. Action without purpose often leads to frustration. But when clear thoughts, strong beliefs, and consistent action come together, incredible things become possible. The life you dream about isn't created in one day. It's created by the choices you make every single day. Every positive thought, every disciplined action, every challenge you overcome is slowly shaping your future. And every choice you make today is building the person you'll become tomorrow. Before this video ends, I want you to remember one final message. The law of attraction is not magic. It is not about wishing for success while doing nothing. It's about becoming the kind of person who is ready to create the life they dream about. Your thoughts shape your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your future. Everything you've learned today will mean nothing if you close this video and continue living exactly the same way. Knowledge without action has no power. So don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next week. And don't wait until you finally feel ready. The truth is, you'll never feel completely ready. The people who achieve great things aren't fearless. They simply decide that their dreams are more important than their fears. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You have two choices. The first choice is to keep making excuses, to keep doubting yourself, to keep waiting for the perfect moment. If you choose that path, nothing will change. But there's another choice. You can decide right now that today is the day you take your first step. It doesn't have to be a huge step. It only has to be a real one. Read one page, learn one new skill, start one project, have one difficult conversation. Improve yourself by just 1% every single day. Those small actions may seem insignificant today, but months from now, they'll become the foundation of a completely different life. Never underestimate the power of consistency. Small improvements, repeated every day, Always beat big dreams followed by no action. Remember, your future isn't created by what you wish for. It's created by what you do. Every decision you make today is a vote for the person you'll become tomorrow. The habits you build today will shape your future for years to come. So stop searching for shortcuts. Stop hoping that one lucky moment will change everything. Real success is built day by day, decision by decision, until one day people call you lucky, without ever seeing the hard work that got you there. So believe in yourself. Trust the process. Stay patient. Keep learning. Keep growing. And most importantly, take action today. Because your dream life begins with the decision you make right now. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If this video helped you see the law of attraction from a new perspective, don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Use it. Apply it. Transform your life with it. And if you want more videos about psychology, mindset, success, and self-improvement, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next video. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.